What is up, guys? Every Lemming here, and today we are back, and I'm doing another top 5 on my channel. The last time I did a top 5 was probably about 2 months ago. It was my top 5 favorite Black Ops 3 moments. This one's a little bit different. It's not Minecraft related or Black Ops 3 related. I know I have Minecraft gameplay in the background, but I couldn't find anything to put. I'm just mining. But this is about Pokemon, and Pokemon's probably one of my favorite gaming franchises in the world. I love Pokemon so much. I still play it to this day. I played it for a really long time. So this is going to be my top 5 favorite Pokemon in the whole entire world, guys. If you enjoyed this video, remember to slap that like button and also comment down below what is your favorite Pokemon and why. And I'll see you guys in the top 5. Okay, guys, coming in at number 5, we got the 420 Blazing Master himself, Blaziken, the evolved form of Torchic, who is one of my favorite starter Pokemon in the whole world. His dual typing is amazing. Firefighting is probably one of my favorites. He's such a badass, too. When I played with him in the original Ruby and Sapphire, he was just amazing. He could sweep anything that wasn't water type. He was just amazing. And then when he got into Auraz, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, when he got the Mega Evolution, he became even more amazing. He's not one of those starters that you'd keep in like your team but never really use. He was like such a beast. He looks like a beast and everything. Like literally like Fire Chickens, Colonel Sanders would be proud. Like, I don't know, he wasn't even weak at all. He had such good stats. He was a defensive and offensive. I don't know. He was just really good. He could sweep anything. He helped me sweep the Elite Four and everything, especially on that Ice Elite Four member. But yeah, I mean, Blaziken, just such a beast, and that's my number 5. And coming in at number 4, we got Torterra, probably my favorite grass Pokemon in all of, Pokemon. And here's why. He's like such a beast. I love everything about this Pokemon. I mean, a lot of people think that grass is very bad typing for, just any Pokemon, but Torterra makes it good. Torterra just looks like a beast, and he is a beast. A lot of people think of him as a very defensive Pokemon, and he is, but he's just as good as offense than defense, and that's why I love him so much. He's very balanced, and he's just so strong. His dual typing is ground and grass, I believe, or it's rock and grass, but I'm pretty sure it's ground, and he was such a beast. He could literally do anything. He sweeps through anything that he goes through. I really hope that they remake Diamond and Pearl so that I can have a Mega Evolved Torterra. That would be so OP and so amazing. Like, I don't know how he would look. I'll try and put some art up right now if I can find anything about how he would look, but he's just such a beast. Like, he's really underrated too. A lot of people would rather choose Chimchar or Piplup to get the Empoleon or the Infernape, but I chose Torterra or Turtwig just because, I don't know, he just really stood out. And he's really cool, and that's why he's at my number 4. Okay, guys, and coming in at number 3 on my top 5, I got the beast, Gardevoir, Garden Salad, however you like to say it. I love this Pokemon so much and everything about it. If you don't know, Gardevoir is a psychic type and now a fairy type too, and that's just so sick. Like, back in Ruby and Sapphire and Diamond and Pearl, I did have a Gardevoir on my team, and I don't know. This Pokemon just destroys everything that's weak. Like, I don't know. Like, it's such a beast. Like, this Pokemon can rip through any Pokemon you put in front of it. And now in the newer games that he or she is now a fairy type, that makes it so that he can destroy through dragon types too, which makes Gardevoir so much better. Like, literally, any dragon type that comes in the way of this Gardevoir will get destroyed by, I think I have Moonbeam, and that's just so amazing because Gardevoir is amazing. And when I heard that it was getting a Mega Evolution during X and Y, that was sick, but I didn't play on X and Y. I played Ruby and Sapphire, which is even better because it was really easy to get in that game. And now I have a Mega Gardevoir, and it's such a beast. Gardevoir may not be the strongest psychic type of them all, or fairy type, but I always had one on my team, and that's why this is at my number 3. Okay, guys, and coming at number 2, we're almost to number 1, I got a really weird choice. I got Snivy, the grass starter from Black and White. Now, why I chose Snivy over Serperior, its full evolutions, because Snivy was my first ever Pokemon that I've ever had in any Pokemon game, because that was the first starter I ever chose, because I started off with Black and White, and then I moved to other games. But Snivy, I chose Snivy because I was really into grass types back in the day. I don't know why, because they're probably the weakest, but I just chose Snivy, and it was such a beast. Like, I was one of those players who leveled my starter up to like level 100 and then didn't do anything with my other Pokemon, which obviously was not a good idea because I never beat the champion. But, Snivy was I just put Snivy there. I know it's probably not the best of any of the starters, probably one of the weakest, but Serperior was pretty good. But I just put it here because it was my first ever starter. And that's why Snivy's at my number 2. But now we're going to get into the honorable mentions. Now, the honorable mentions are some Pokemon that I was going to put that were on the verge of being at number 5 or on this list, but I didn't put them on. So, and my first honorable mention is Infernape. Now, I did have an Infernape on my team during Diamond and Pearl, but the reason why I chose Blaziken over Infernape is that I had a Blaziken as my starter, but Infernape I did catch instead of, like, getting it as my starter. So I had better connections with the Blaziken, and that's why I just chose Blaziken over Infernape. But Infernape is still such a strong Pokemon. I loved having Infernape on my team, but I do feel like, another big reason is that Blaziken also does have a Mega Evolution, and Infernape doesn't. But, you know, it would have been different if Infernape had a Mega Evolution. Now, the last honorable mention of today, and the second one, is going to be Butterfree. Now, Butterfree was probably a Pokemon that I used in almost every Pokemon game I've played, because Butterfree is like the only bug type I ever really caught besides a Heracross once, because Butterfree is just such an easy Pokemon to get, because once you start up on some of the starting routes, you can get Caterpie super easily, and that made it so that I usually always had a Butterfree on my team. And Butterfree was always really useful because a lot of grass types, I would run into a lot of grass types, and Butterfree would just eat through them. I don't know, I just always had a Butterfree on my team. But the reason why it's not that high up on my list is because eventually I would get rid of the Butterfree for something better and more useful. But yeah, that's why Butterfree's at my honorable mention section, because I just chose Blaziken over them. And yeah, that's basically the honorable mentions and number 2. And coming in at number 1, my favorite Pokemon of all time is gonna have to be the Beast himself, Garchomp. Now, this is going to be really controversial. Some people are going to hate on me because of this, because people will probably think that I just chose Garchomp because he's probably one of the strongest dragon types or any Pokemon in any game. His stats are crazy. Let's go over that first. He is probably one of the strongest Pokemon I've ever had on my team. I had him in Diamond and Pearl, and he was really significant to me because one of my friends did give me a Garchomp, like, through the summer. One of my best friends did give me this Garchomp, and, like, I kept that Garchomp on my team since I got him. He was so good. I kept him. I don't know. I never got rid of him. He was just amazing. Like, it was so cool also to have a battle with Cynthia, whose best Pokemon is a Garchomp, versus my Garchomp, and my Garchomp just sweeped that out of the way. My Garchomp was such a beast at the time, and that's why, you know, he's at my number 1. I just love him so much, and his aesthetic appeal is just so amazing, and when I heard that he got a Mega Evolution, I just, like, freaked out. Like, literally, Garchomp, I don't know. There's not more that I can say. I mean, Garchomp's such a beast. He had a Mega Evolution. I don't know. There's nothing more to it. It's Garchomp. Basically one of the strongest Pokemon ever. I don't know. What a beast. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this top 5 on my top 5 favorite Pokemon of all time. If you did enjoy this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.